Hello, beautiful people. It's been a while. I thank you for coming into a Talk Time with Ty. If this is your first time clicking in, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, curious ones. It's been a while. I know it's been like almost 2 months, if not longer. But I explained on my last video that I am going to fall deeper into listening to guidance. And I think I also explained on a previous recording of mine, whether it was podcast or one of my videos that I share here, that I'm a person that goes through a lot of transformations. And I've learned over the years to just be obedient and listen. And so I apologize for my absence without communication, but this time, this transformation that I went through, it started back in April, I want to say. And I wasn't really sure of what was going on, but I knew it was happening. I knew for sure it was happening because big things personally were just changing out of nowhere. And when you go through a change, you're like, oh my God, what's happening? What's happening? Especially me, I am a Virgo moon. I have a stellium in Virgo. I like to control. And so releasing control has been another thing that's become easier for me with me understanding the assignment and what's literally happening to me. I understand that I need to release control. And so this video today, I am nervous about, but I am in such a surrendering place right now. I understand the assignment, and I had to come on here today and share this message. And it may not be anything new. It's probably going to be confirmation for those that it need to be confirmation for. And hopefully it provides um, some camaraderie for those of you that can relate to what I'm going to talk about today. Um, but I definitely am just following instruction and coming on here and sharing what I have to say. So there's obvious transformation that's going on, especially this year. Those of us that are curious, that are on a journey of transformation, that are going through the spiritual healings and just stepping into our purpose and following the call, you know that this year is a year eight. It's a year of transformation, a year of karma, a big year of change. And what I have come to understand is that this is a time for feminine leadership to come into play. Feminine leadership. And I don't know if it's the energy as much as it is actual females, women, who are standing in their divine feminine energy. We are truly being called to the forefront right now. And I feel like it's going to be more obvious and more evident as time goes on, but it's something that's definitely happening. Um, Even on a large scale, you see Kamala Harris in the position that she's in. That may change. She may become even more of a leader. There's a president, a female president in New Mexico. Back in the day, Europe had the Queen of England, but now it's going to be more feminine leadership. And this is not to say that we are trying to claim the role of our masculine counterparts. It's more of us standing in partnership to our masculine counterparts as we should. But there's a twist to it, okay? Because the feminine energy has been going through a deep transformation for the past few years, okay? It's in our astrology. It's it's I've been just given all of this guidance and information to go and research and study. And what is happening is that the feminine, divine feminine has gone through this serious transformation. And we've been called to do this healing and cleansing so that we can stand in our true authenticity and our creative nature, but through the heart, through our sensitive superpowers. Okay? So I wrote notes about this, and I'm going to try to just go over everything I have here just so I can make as much sense and not just be rambling off. So, like I said, this is not to take away leadership from the man or to say we are in comparison to our masculine counterparts. We are just taking back our position as partners to our masculine counterparts. And I believe that our masculines are going through their own healing and renewal because it's bringing back what was supposed to be from the beginning in the golden age in times of old, but it's new for us in this lifetime because it hasn't been that way since the Iron Age. Okay? If you go back um, to even biblical times, I was led to go to Proverbs chapter 8. In Proverbs chapter 8, there is a feminine energy referred to as wisdom, and she has all of these laws and how we are as people, not just women, but as the human race should be conducting ourselves in order to live according to God's plan for us. Now, you could call it the higher spirit, the creator, source, whatever you want to call it. But the creator of all naturally wanted us to live according to these laws. And the feminine energy in Proverbs chapter 8 talks about how she was there before mankind was even created. It's other verses in Matthew and Acts that refer to this feminine energy of wisdom, which is connecting to there being a feminine energy of God consciousness. Okay? If you look back even further beyond biblical times, before the Bible canonism, there was goddesses like Isis, Sekhmet, Ishtar, um, Astrea, who were powerful leaders in their time. And it's not leadership as we look at it now in the patriarchal sense of dominating, forceful hand, war, um, money, riches. It's spiritual wisdom, alchemy, unconditional love, being at one with communication with Source, God speaking directly to us through our purity in our hearts, in our bodies, and in our minds. Natural medicine women, enforcers of justice and law, of the natural way of doing things the right way. And there's a lot of us that are now being connected to the ancestors of old. We're getting back our gifts as we do the works to purify our hearts, to cleanse our bodies, to become more aware. We are getting confirmation of past lifetimes, of connections to our ancestors, of God consciousness speaking directly to us about our instructions of what we should be doing. And in that, if we follow instruction and do what we're supposed to do, we will then see that we can stand in our truth and take up our roles in the shift that is happening on this planet. Okay? Because this also speaks to us energetically being able to hold space for the healing of the masculine energy of our masculine counterparts. That is the way we are going to show our leadership, showing how to hold community. We're going to start connecting with our soul family. And this is so different. It's so different because in this lifetime we have not seen this. And what another thing that was obvious downloaded to me is that it's terrifying for us because it's new to us to be vulnerable, to say, okay, I am being sensitive and I am connecting through spirit and I am going off faithfulness and following instructions to do X, Y, and Z, to be creative in this way and to show up in this way. But the more we do it, we're gonna connect with other feminine, divine feminines that are doing it, and we are all going to energetically heal our communities, and our masculines are going to be able to trust their process and us again, which will then turn out to be for them to hold space in their newfound way. And I don't want to speak on what that unfolding is because I haven't been given that in detail, so I don't want to just speak loosely on that. But I do know that the mother births, and us as divine feminines, we are birthing a new way. We are birthing the shift through our heart, our purified hearts, and tapping back into our natural gifts And this is amazing. This is amazing. And it's so new, but it's so time for it to be this way. So right now, um, those of us that follow astrology, if you look at the what Venus is doing, Jupiter, Mercury, Saturn, Chiron, Pluto, the eclipse we had back in April, even the asteroids that are moving around, Australia, Juno, look at these things and look at it in the perspective from your personal chart and the things you've had to deal with as far as healing and what you're being guided to do now personally in your life. Also, you can look at it on a larger scale, on a macro scale with the world and society, the way that it's moving. You'll be able to see the connections in what I'm speaking on. Pray on it, meditate on it. Don't just go off with what I'm saying. But those of you that are saying, yes, I get where you're coming from, sis. I am going through that. I feel that. Yes, I'm getting guidance. Yes, I'm going back to my heart's desire and going back to things that I used to love and which are my natural gifts, and it's leading me down this road to do this thing. And and yes, I am connecting with people that vibe with the same energetic in the same energetic way that I do. I hope that there are people that are relating to what I'm saying. So right now we need to just continue to clean our bodies, our environments of the toxic people, places, things. This includes the self-doubt, addictions that we have, old ways of thinking that are self-sabotaging us. Stop giving our bodies away to people that energetically just do not belong with our energy. Protect yourself. Pray for protection. Do whatever you need to do to keep yourself protected from. Because another thing that is heavy right now is us coming online to our divine purpose, our divine calling. Other energies, entities, people, spirits are aware of that as well, and they're going to do what they can to stop the evolution, the shift. So protect yourself, okay? But another thing that I wanted to stress is that as a divine feminine, we need to communicate with our bodies. It's a huge part of coming clear. That means dance, hug yourself, meditate, keep your body clean on the outside and the inside, admire yourself, get dressed up, do your hair, talk to yourself nice, look in the mirror and admire yourself, okay? Do nice soaking baths, eat clean, relax when you're tired. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Okay? This is going to boost your confidence to walk in your path, to love yourself, to welcome in the higher energies, the guides, the spiritual guidance that's trying to speak to you. We have to raise our frequency so that frequency can speak to us. Okay? And the more divine energy that activates, we will. then hold space for more of us to activate, more of us to come online, for our masculines to heal through their process, for our children to energetically just follow our lead. That's what the divine feminine's role is. That's what our superpower is. That's who we are. Medicines, just naturally how to heal, and all of those things are going to start coming to us. We are getting this information sent to us right now because we are supposed to be fulfilling those duties. And again, we're going to start linking with our soul family that's a close match to our frequencies. And those people that are no longer matches to our frequency, our energetics, where we, as we evolve, as we change, as we be obedient and follow our divine missions, those people will effortlessly just fall away. And it's okay. It's not a negative thing. God bless them because they are going to just match with those that are on the energetic frequency with them, on a match with them until they evolve and go through their change. And this may mean losing family and friends that's been riding with us, that we call our day ones, but that's okay. It's okay because it's way bigger than that. It's way bigger than that. And I know that if you relate to this, you understand what I'm talking about. And just know that we are asked to step forward into our leadership roles as the divine feminine so that we can help nurture and birth the new way, so that we can co create this new way of living, this life, this shift. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Um, I'm not going to keep going. That's all I came up here to say. I feel such a relief now for getting that out. Love yourselves like only you can. I've been uploading videos on the channel, on the playlist of other channels that I've been watching and songs that I've been listening to. So check those out. And as guided, I will come back and share when I'm led to do so. I'm working on some things that I'm being guided to work on outside of YouTube. And if I'm led to share that, I will. But please, I'm on Instagram, y'all, at Talk Time with Tatu. If you want to DM me privately, if you don't want to comment on this video, but you want to, privately DM me about anything you want to talk about. If you want to confirm if I've been experiencing anything that I didn't mention here that you might be experiencing, there's channels that on YouTube of other people that are having their own experiences of this same type of thing. I'm sure um, that may have more detail about what you're experiencing, but I strongly urge you to pray and meditate, cleanse your temple, and listen. Because we all have guides, we all have the Holy Spirit, we all have God trying to speak to us and tell us, the higher source, universe, whatever, trying to speak to us to tell us what we should be doing. So we can get the internal information, and then what's external will also probably confirm, or life will start to show us as well. Okay, y'all. But I love y'all. And again, be good to yourself. Love yourselves like only you can. And I